Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So if you remember, in the last couple of weeks we discussed the upward action. This mostly was a part of the longer term trading plan that we discussed a week ago when we considered the downside A, B, C, D action. So if you remember, we said that two-leg retracement probably should happen based on the price behavior that we see on the market. As a potential target of this downside action, we have set this 42.50, 43.80 area. This confluence hasn't been reached yet, and the market hasn't dropped back to the 42 by far. This because of a few reasons, mostly because of it is oversold on the weekly and daily chart. It needs a bit more time to reach this area. But at the same time, on the weekly chart, we've got confirmed, or almost confirmed, today Thursday, if Friday market will close below 44.60 area, below this green line, we will get the confirmation of the double repo sell pattern. This pattern potentially could lead market significantly lower, somewhere to 37.50. Ultimately, it could be even more downside action. In the perspective of the few months, of course, this is weekly chart and it will not happen fast. But in the longer term, until market will not take it out of this top, chances on a deeper drop will remain here on the weekly chart. In the shorter term, there's a few good chances to take the long position could appear, and first one stands around this area. Once the ABCD action will be completed to the downside, here healthy bounce could happen. Even despite that later, it could reverse down again. That's what we have on the long-term picture on Bitcoin market. In general, guys, I would say this is more fundamental type of the comment that this is actually the first test of the cryptocurrency market, how it responds to the major statistics, especially if it hint on rising inflation and come closer Fed reaction on this inflation. And this reaction on the cryptocurrencies looks very bad, especially on the background that we expect the changing of the Fed policy in the perspective of the 12 months. It means that it will have negative impact on the cryptocurrency, and rising interest rates should push cryptocurrencies lower. This is just what we see based on the recent reaction on the consumer spending on the crypto market. On the lower time frame, on the daily, we're mostly dealing with the same pattern that we discussed previously. So finally, this upward action has completed. This BC leg is completed that we were tracking for a couple of weeks. Downside action has happened, but if you will see, market stands oversold here, strongly oversold. That's why I just can't reach the 42 immediately. I need to take the breath before next leg will be formed. But this is stand not only on the daily, but on the weekly chart as well. I just haven't shown you. So you can see market also oversold on the weekly chart. That's what we should not expect the direct downside action immediately. With a few sessions, market probably will take some pause, showing some pullback before another leg of retracement will happen. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if we will get some kind of the A, B, C, D pattern as the final part of this downward action. So 42 area currently still stands valid, I suppose. Here on the intraday charts, that's the levels that market could reach on the way up. And probably, as you can see, it could be 53.40 area, its previous lows, 618 level, and here is the pullback for a few sessions that the market could reach before downward continuation starts. But in general speaking, at the point of the 46, second leg partially completed, and now you could try to think about how better to take the position as the bounce from the 42 could start. So here we'll start to watching for some patterns that might be formed here. So that's actually what we have on the Bitcoin market. In general, our scenario mostly has worked nice, but it has not hit yet the perfect entry point due to a strong oversold. And well, it would be nice if we will finally get the 42 target completed. And that's what we need to keep an eye on. Once it will be reached, we need to keep an eye on the patterns around it, and hopefully we'll get a chance to take the long position on the Bitcoin market.